Hi, my name's Julia and I'm also known as a single mum entrepreneur. Welcome to my channel and to my latest video. Now, if you're new to my channel, I create videos about making money online and also work from home jobs. So if you're new to my channel, you've not subscribed before, then please do subscribe and actually hit the notification bell so you'll get notified every time I publish a new video. So today I'm going to be talking about print on demand. So I'm going to be talking about how you can use a particular company in order to start your own clothing brand or your own mug store, but using a company called Printify, and they're a print fulfillment provider. So I'm actually going to be talking about how you can get started with Printify, what print on demand is, and how you can just create your product. I'm going to walk you through step by step how you can create your products and start selling. So let's get into it. So let's just start by having a quick look at what print on demand is. And print on demand is a massively growing industry. I mean, it has been around for quite a few years now, but it's actually getting even bigger in the age of when people are obviously ordering much more online and buying more online rather than just going to the shop as they used to do. So print on demand is actually a low risk way to create and sell physical products that are customized with your own designs. And when I say your own designs, it might be ones that you've created yourself, or it might be designs that somebody else has created for you. So you earn an income by putting these designs onto products such as t-shirts or mugs or hoodies or phone cases or pillows. You know, it can be absolutely anything, sort of wide range of products. And then you only pay for the product when you sell it. So when you sell that t-shirt or hoodie, you give that order to the printer, and the printer will then print the design on the product there and then they'll pack it and they'll ship it directly to your customer without you even having to do anything else. So it's actually a type of drop shipping business model, but it's much better as the shipping times are faster. You can often get things printed by a local printer who's actually in your country, as opposed to having to drop ship, ready-made items from China. And of course, the shipping times are faster, which makes your customers much happier because they're actually getting their products delivered, typically within, 5 to 7 days, as opposed to maybe 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. So obviously you're going to need a storefront in order to sell your products. Now, I'm not going to go through setting up a Shopify store in this particular video. I'll put a link in the description to where you can go and sign up for your Shopify free 14-day trial, and also a link in the description to a number of tutorials that I do have on how to start your Shopify store. So basically building it from scratch. So I will put the link to that playlist with tutorials actually in the description under this video. Now, with the example that I'm going to talk about, I'm actually going to use Shopify because I already have a Shopify store, and I've actually started creating some custom print-on-demand products to put in my existing Shopify store. But you could actually also integrate Printify with a number of other platforms, including Etsy, other platforms and marketplaces, should I say, including Etsy. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and also comment down below what country you're watching this from so I can make more content that's relevant for you. So don't forget to stick around till the end so you can get all the full details of how to start doing this today. So thanks very much, and let's get back to the video. So we are going to be talking about and looking at Printify. So you would need to go to printify.com, and Printify is a print on demand provider or print fulfillment supplier, and they are the people who will print your products for you. So if you go to the homepage, you can see here, create and sell custom products. Now, how Printify actually works is that unlike some of the other print on demand suppliers, such as Printful, for example, Printify actually connects to a number of third-party suppliers. So they actually have, as it says here, over 90 print provider locations globally. So you would just then select ideally the one that was most convenient for the audience and the market that you'll be selling to. So Printify enables you to create and sell custom products. So they have over 300 different items in their catalog. They have t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, bags, decor, stickers, more. They have a ton of stuff. And then you can just sell your products by connecting it to the most popular e-commerce platforms. And then they have this automatic syncing of your products with those platforms. And then they actually handle a fulfillment. So they manage the printing and the shipping with whatever custom designs or custom branding you have on your products. So if you look here in the catalog, for example, let's just have a quick look in the catalog. So as you can see, they have all of these different so they've got all these categories here. They have an eco-friendly catalogue of products, for example. You can just go and look through all of the different kinds of products that they have. So, if you decide that you're going to start your clothing brand, and you're going to focus on t-shirts and hoodies, for example, you may want to do men's and women's, or maybe just women's, maybe just men's. It's up to you. But you can just simply, t-shirts are the best-selling product all over the world. So they've got a best-selling. I know that this is a best-selling t-shirt for women's clothing. The equivalent one here, this is a bestseller. The quality is very nice, it's very soft, it's very popular. And actually Printify has the lowest prices in the print fulfillment industry. So whereas some of the print fulfillment providers, their t-shirts kind of start at double that, Printify actually has some of the lowest prices. That doesn't mean that it's compromising quality, because the quality is also excellent. I do recommend that when you start doing this, that you probably order a sample of a t-shirt from your chosen print provider, just so you can see what the quality is like for yourself. So let's just have a quick overview of how it works. So we've said it's over 200 products. Of course, we know they've got over 300 products. So you can pick the most suitable products for your business based on the print provider location, because not all print providers sell every variation of every product. So you need to check that out as well. And then the fulfillment time, so how long it will take them to create the product, and also based on their prices, because there will be different, because they're all different third-party suppliers. They will have slightly different prices and slightly different prices for their shipping. So then they have a mock-up generator. So we're going to look at that very shortly. You've got a mock-up generator to apply your designs to your chosen products. You can switch between color options. You can preview your products, and then you can just add the products to your online store. Now, you can do this at the same time. You don't have to order a sample every time you upload a product. And then when you've got your custom product sorted out, and you've put the mock-up together and previewed it, and you're happy, then you just publish it through to your online store. So Printify can integrate with lots of e-commerce platforms, Shopify, Etsy and Wix, some of the main ones. So it is actually very effortless. And then when you make a sale, the product passes through quality control. It's sent to production. So obviously first they have to check that the print quality is going to be right. So sometimes, we can upload designs that we think are going to come out well, but maybe they're not going to. So they have to go through quality control, and then they're printed and shipped to the customer. And then you can check in your Printify account. You can check all the progress of all of your orders. So it's really a great way to start growing your brand. So if you want to just have a think about what platform you would like to start selling on, if you haven't already got a store or presence set up on any other platform or marketplace, you can go here and sort of click on Etsy, for example. Shopify, WooCommerce is a platform based on WordPress, or you can sell on Wix, for example. So if you wanted to go and look at selling on Shopify, then there's some information here about the print-on-demand process for Shopify, because it's basically just an app that you'll get in your Shopify app store, and it's free to set up and free to install and free to get started. So let's have a look at the pricing plans, because it's very, very straightforward when you get started. Now, if you're just starting a business, then this is where you need to start. Free. Start on the free plan. You can connect 5 stores per account. So you could have an Etsy store. You might have a Shopify store. So you can basically 5 stores per account and limited product designs. And this is ultimately where people start. Then I might want to go premium, for example, because I also get a 20% discount on all the products. So I can also connect 10 stores per account, but I can also get the discount on products. So that means that on an ongoing basis, I'm going to benefit from lower prices per product and per sale. If you were interested in going down the premium route, then I do have a coupon which I'll put in the description, and you can get a month free if you go down the premium route. So when you're ready, it's very simple to get started because you don't have to connect your store at this stage. You just go to sign up, and then it will just prompt you to sign up with email. It's taking a little while there to go around to bring up my Google, but yeah, you can just basically sign up with email and choose a password and sign up and get going. Now I already have an account, so I'm not going to go through that process, but it is very straightforward, and obviously it's free to register. So when you've set up your account, so here you go, you're in Printify, so you'll have My Store, you'll have a tab where your orders are, that's just if you're using premium, and also here you'll have your account settings. So if you just drop that down, you'll have your accounts, your files, payments, and so on and so forth. Also your store, your settings, etc. So pay attention to getting this area set up, especially in your settings and payments and so on, and make sure that you get that set up. But for the purpose of this demo, what I'm going to do is just show you how to put a design onto your Printify products. So let's just go back. So I already have a store connected. As you can see, there's my store there. So if you just go here, it's connected. So if I went into manage my stores, I already have 19 products listed on my store, but I could actually add a new store here if I had another one that I wanted to connect to. So I would just click on add my store. So if you haven't already got a store added anyway, you'll just click on add your store. And then you can, here, you've got Shopify, Etsy, Wix, WooCommerce, that's the self-hosted WordPress option. You can use eBay, PrestaShop, BigCommerce. There are a lot of options, or you can just skip the store connection for now. So when I mentioned about payments, the reason why that is obviously so important is that when an order is placed by your customer and that has to be routed through to Printify, then Printify will obviously need to take a payment for that order. So you need to have something connected. So you need to have your bank account, for example, or card, whatever, debit card or credit card connected to that account, because you're going to have to pay for the product itself. But of course, there's going to be a difference between the retail price that your customers paid and the price that you're going to pay to Printify, because the difference between that is obviously going to be your profit margin. So when you're here in your store, this is where the products are going to be. So obviously you want to start adding your products. Now you can also get samples here. If you want to get samples, just click on that. But here I've also already got some products that I've put designs on. So let's have a look. So what you would actually do is you will need to go to add product in order to get started. So you go to add product, and then that just takes you back to your catalog. So then you need to choose what product you would like to add. So say you want to add a t-shirt. So I'm going to add a women's t-shirt. So I click on women's t-shirt, and then I have I can obviously I can narrow it down, fulfillment locations. If I want to put just the UK, for example, because I'm just fulfilling from the UK, I can narrow it down to just get the products that are going to be available to me in the UK. So let's just go here. So for example, there's this favorite t-shirt, which is a popular one. This jersey short sleeve tee, which is a nice loose one. So I would pick this t-shirt. So there you go. So then we go to this t-shirt, some details about it. And then I would choose the print provider that I'm going to be printing from. So I've got a choice. I mean, I with my current store, I ship mostly to the UK, but I do also ship in Europe. So it might be better for me to either use one that's maybe based in Europe already. I know that there's one that's based in Germany, this one here, for example. Or I could decide to pick one that is actually with the UK, like T-shirt and Sons, who actually fulfill in the United Kingdom. I'm actually going to try one in Germany. If you wanted to put multiple print providers on there, then you can. You would just need to create multiple listings of the products for the different print providers. You would then go over here to start designing. And then it just basically says preparing the editor. And this is obviously where you're going to need to add your design. Now, you're probably thinking at this stage, how on earth am I going to add a design? What am I going to come up with? You know, if you're not already, you know, kind of a design expert, or you don't use Photoshop or whatever, then I'm just going to quickly show you a way to get some designs that will help kind of get the creative juices flowing and that you can use for your t-shirts. So I've hopped over into canva.com. Now, there are different options for creating some designs, but Canva is, you know, free to get up and running with. There is a paid plan, which I think is around $10 a month, $10 or $12 a month for Pro, but you don't necessarily need Pro. So I would suggest coming to Canva, signing up for an account if you haven't already got one, and then look for some designs that you can modify. I'm just going to choose one just to give you a quick idea, just to get you started. So if I come to Canva, I can say I want to create a design, and it'll give me an option to decide what I'd like to create. So I'm just going to go down. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, here we go, t-shirt. Now, actually, you can order t-shirts from Canva, but we're not going to do it that way. So I'm just going to go over and pick a design. So it's given me the canvas already, as you can see. You can see that the canvas that it's given me. So these are some kind of ready-made designs. The best thing to do is obviously to customize them. I would not suggest that you just go and just take it and use it as is, that you actually have to do some kind of modification. Lifestyle and hobbies, logo, you know, logo t-shirts and so on. So you can just basically kind of get some inspiration, use this for inspiration. You might just want to do plain text-based designs. You may just want to do you know, just kind of white text on a black t-shirt, for example, which does work really well. But let's just say, here's one that I was playing around with earlier. So I'm just going to say, use this one here. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So now I've hopped back into the Printify editor. So we're just going to add our artwork. So it's, you know, it supports JPEG and PNG. I'm using transparent PNG. Obviously you can't add too huge a file, and then it says the recommended size. So obviously, you know, we've chosen a size which is obviously close to this sort of size pixels. Otherwise, if it's not a high enough resolution, then the print quality will be quite poor. So we just need to click add your design, and then, I mean, you can actually just put, you know, some custom text. So you can actually just type on there if you wish. You can actually just type the text on there. So if you want to, for example, you just want to do a text-based design, you can actually just do it, you know, do it like that. Now, at the moment, we've got a white t-shirt. I'm going to change that to black in a minute. You can also add images. So one thing you might want to do is you could go to a site called pexels.com, P-E-X-E-L-S, pexels.com, and you could actually get images from Pexels for free. And as long as you modify them, so even if you put like some text underneath your Pexels image, then that will be kind of classed as a modification. You're not just, you know, they are free to use for commercial use. You might want to maybe just put, you know, put some text, or maybe you want to crop the image. As long as you modify it in some way, then it'll be, you'll be able to use it commercially. But I'm to go to my device. So let's just try. So this was the one there, wasn't it? So we're just going to try that one. So it's uploading my file. It's all very exciting. Uploading my file and just adding the file to the library. So as you can see, it says high resolution. So that means it's going to come out well when it's printing, because it's high resolution. Sometimes the designs come out and they're too high or too low. And if they are, especially with hoodies, you don't want the design to be too low, because it might go over the pocket that you would have on the hoodie here. So you can use these to just align the design in the right place. You know, you can make it a little bit smaller if you want. So if you want to make it a bit smaller, you can. Or you can leave it at the size. That's this dotted line area in black is the biggest area. You don't want to start going above that size there. Okay, let's just check. So that's fine. So I actually don't want this on a white t-shirt. It doesn't look that great. So I'm just going to switch to a different color. I'm going to switch to a black t-shirt. And I'm not going to print this on a white t-shirt because I prefer that on black. And actually black is a much preferred. More people buy black or dark color t-shirts than any other color. So we've got high resolution, and yeah, so that's the design there. Now what we want to do is have a little look at how it's going to look. Let's do a quick preview. And there you go. Amazing since 1999. You could actually do one for every single year, couldn't you? You could or you could do some for like the momentous years, but I thought 1999 sounded quite cool. So yeah, so we have our t-shirts. Then what you do is you just save the product. If you want to put something on the back, you can. I tend not to, but you can put whatever you want on these t-shirts. You know, it's your design. So I'm just going to have it on the front. I'm not going to have it on the back. You know, obviously if I'd have wanted to even change the colors in Canva, I could have done. I could have made that blue and yellow, for example. I could have changed the color of the text. So then I just save the product like so. So then it's actually here now as a listing. So it's just in one color and it's in 3 sizes. Now I don't want it to be imported to my Shopify store, which will happen when I hit publish with this title. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to edit listing. And then I'm actually going to change my listing. So I'm going to put amazing since 1999 shirts. It's actually a unisex t-shirt, but I think it's probably a women's one, so I'll just leave that, because if you wanted to do a unisex design then or a unisex t-shirt, then obviously there are sex options because it's a bit more fitted. Now this is not the description we want here, do we? So we want to maybe have regular fit, runs true to size, but yeah, so we don't want to have all of this here. So you can probably put your own description here. You can also add the size table as well, which obviously makes a big difference. Probably not quite this. I'm going to take it out actually because it's in the wrong place. But yes, you can add the size table. You can also add, I would suggest that you add a description, a proper description of the t-shirt. Okay, so, I mean, these are some tags here, which if you've got a Shopify store already and you want to, this to go into particular collections, you can put tags, which is what I'm doing, but you don't have to do this with the tags. This is just because this is going into my, my store. So here are your sizes. So your sizes are here, and sorry, your prices rather. And so you've got XS, S and XL. Which kind of weird. There's no other size in there. There's no medium. Maybe they've run out of medium or large. Need to check that. But anyway, yeah, normally there would be more size options. Just seems like it's a little bit limited. So yeah. So here you have your XS size, small, XL. Hopefully there will be medium and large as well. Perhaps another print provider has got those. So it's going to cost you £15.63 US dollars. The retail price they're suggesting is $21.88, and that means that's what your margin is. Now you may want to up your retail price. You may want to put your profit margin up. So what we can do is we can go select all and edit profit margin. For example, you might want to make it 50% and hit apply. So then the price of the t-shirt is going to go up. You're going to get a better profit margin overall. You can edit the price if you just want to make it a standard price. You want to make it £25, for example. So we can say we're going to edit the price. We can say we're going to make it, sorry, $25. Apologise. And that's a 60% profit margin. So that's pretty high. I mean, I would say that around 40% is just about right, but of course it depends on which supplier you're using. Now I've chosen this other one here, this a textile druck, whereas normally I would use T-shirt and Sons. So yeah, so that might make a difference depending on the print supplier I use. So that's pretty much it. So you just make sure that you're happy with that. Then when you're ready, you can just put publish product to your Shopify store. Now, if I want to publish it, but I want to hide it because I'm going to make some changes, then I can do that. So it's going to sync all these product details to my Shopify store. I can publish it to a collection if I want. Or I can actually hide it in the store. So when it goes into the store, it will actually be hidden so that it won't be immediately available. So once you're ready to do that, you can either save it as a draft if you think you're going to go back to it later, or you can publish it and that product will then appear in your store. Just one quick note is that if you decide that you want to, for example, change any details on this, obviously you can go back to edit listing, but if you also go here, you can actually go to replace. I'm not going to create an order. You can go to replace. So I can replace the product, or I can replace the print provider. So if I decide, well, actually, okay, I'm not going to go for that print provider. I'm going to go and try a different one because I'm not so happy about their sizes. I'm actually going to go for T-shirt and Sons, for example, even though they're taking longer to produce T-shirts at the moment. So I can proceed. So then it just takes me back to my editor. So all I have to do is just then quickly change it. And then product. Our pricing now, as you can see, obviously it's cheaper from T-shirt and Sons, and they do have more sizes. Okay, so as we can see, the product has been imported to my store, but it was hidden. It's not active on any sales channels yet. So obviously I can make some modifications to it. So as you can see, the t-shirt is now live on my store. So whether you're using Shopify or Etsy or Wix, whatever platform you're using to publish your designs and your creations using Printify, then obviously you can put it straight onto your store. It's really, really quick. It just takes, once you get used to it, you can do these designs within a few minutes and get them published really quickly. Now, I did use another mock-up generator just in order to create some additional pictures, which I will make a different video about, because the purpose of this video was really just to show you how quick and easy it is to get started for free with Printify and get a product onto your storefront. So in my opinion, Printify makes it really, really easy to get up and running with your own designs and get those, you know, out in front of people really quickly and easily. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making a further review video once I've received a couple of products that I'm going to order from Printify, from T-shirt and Sons, which is their designated print supplier in the UK. So I'm just going to get a sample or two just so that I can see how long it takes and just sort of gauge the quality for myself. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on Get Samples, and I decided I'm going to go for this product here. I'd already pre-selected that anyway, so I'm going to go for a medium and the Amazing Since 1999 t-shirt, and then I'll click continue with shipping. I'm not going to do that here because then it'll bring up my details that are already in there with my phone number and my address. Hey, thank you very much for sticking with me through this long video where I went into quite a lot of detail about how to get started with Printify and why I believe it's such a great way and just really the best print-on-demand company that you can work with in order to get your clothing brand or your mug brand. You might decide to just focus on mugs, but it's a great way to get started. Very cost-effective business model is print on demand. So I'm very excited to see what my sample products look like when they arrive in a week or so's time. So I will actually make that follow-up video so you know exactly what I found when I received the goods. So without further ado, thanks ever so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, drop a comment below, or if you've got any questions, then just throw them my way. But in the meantime, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.